Welcome to the genre report. Yep, I haven't done one of these in a week, so I figured I'd better a week or so. So I figured I'd better pop in here and mention some things. Um, so first off, I did see the Magnificent Seven, and I'm actually not gonna give you a spoiler review of that one because that movie is so good. It should not be spoiled. I will just say it was amazing. As far as a Western goes, it is a very nicely done, updated Western. You have all of the characters uh, are very well defined, and some of them are just hilarious. D'Onofrio's um, uh, his Jack his Jack Horn is just incredible. He does this weird voice, and that's not a spoiler alert. But he does this weird voice. At first, I was like, "What is he doing there?" But it works. It really does. It really does work. Um, and then, and I'll admit, I do not know the entire cast's names. But you can the writing is very smart, and yeah, the character of oh the they talk about the different characters. One of them is the old Confederate and it's a French name and I can't think of it right now. He's played by the guy that Denzel played with in played was in Training Day with him. Wow, I should really have prepared for this a little better. um, yeah, the his character was really interesting, and just the guy with the knives. Oh man, he was great. Um, and this is kind of devolving into a yeah, this guy was great. This guy was great. But you have to give the major kudos to Denzel and Chris Pratt. Denzel Washington um, was very good as the bounty hunter, as um, he just he had a presence about him when he was on screen. And Chris Pratt as the gambler, it was just fun. He was a fun character. Yeah, you really got to like his character a lot. Um, and there was a lot of funny moments. Oh man, the moments were that were just that were funny. They just you had a good just laugh, you know. But what was great though was the way they built the tension and they did that zooming in on the person's eyes, and you just got this sense of something's going to happen soon, and you just got this real anticipation in a lot of the scenes about what's going to happen, and the way they set the stage. I mean, they really had this journey of collecting the seven samurais, and then once they collected the seven samurais, that's the original. But they collect the seven, and then they you know they have to prepare for the onslaught, and it's just it really is a good movie. And I want to recommend it highly. If you have not seen the Magnificent Seven yet, please go see it because it was worth it. It is absolutely worth it. So the other thing I want to talk about is coming up tomorrow, and I am going to be so busy this weekend. I do not know how I'm going to be able to binge it, but we'll probably binge it next week. Luke Cage. Luke Cage drops on Netflix tomorrow, and I am psyched about this. This is going to be a great series, and I'm very excited about his place in the Marvel Netflix universe of Daredevil and Jessica Jones. I just really think that his character is going to be very interesting, and I really liked the actor when he was in, and he really did a great job as Luke Cage in Jessica Jones. So I look forward to seeing what that's going to happen there. So also just dropped last weekend, which I binge watched. Not really true. I mean, it's a genre. That's why I call it the genre report, because literally it's all the genres. You know, the western's a genre. This one's the not even procedural. It's more of a it's the detective kind of genre where you have a sheriff, and that's Longmire, which is based on a book series apparently, which I actually might want to read, because I really do enjoy Longmire. I watched the first few seasons that were not on Netflix, and then found out that the last one was they got canceled, and I was like, oh no, and they got picked up by Netflix, and they drop them. I watched them that week, the weekend, and they're really quite good. They really know how to end it on a cliffhanger every episode, where you're like, okay, I got to watch one more. So yeah, go ahead and check out Longmire. It's really worth it. Especially if you're enjoyed the Magnificent Seven and you're still wanting a little bit of cowboys and Indians, because that's what that's the new modern version of that. Then the other show that I just started watching. I just started watching the first episode of a Designated Survivor with Kiefer Sutherland. That has a lot of potential. I really did. I kind of dig it. I'll tell you, it reminds me a little bit of Madam Secretary, and that's a really fun show. But I think that the Designated Survivor has definitely a different twist. I mean, he's the one guy that left, and he's kind of shoved into a position where he was never expecting to go. If you want to watch a good show, check out Designated Survivor. And if you've given up on Agents of Shield, go back and check it out this season, because their Ghost Rider is pretty amazing. I gotta tell you, I am really impressed with what they're doing with Ghost Rider. I only knew the Luke Cage. I only knew the Johnny Blaze. Yeah, I only knew the Johnny Blaze version of Ghost Rider, and I'll be honest with you, mainly because of the Nicolas Cage movies. Is what I was saying, Cage. But this Ghost Rider is just he's he's got a little bit more edge, actually. I want to say he's got some edge to him, and definitely some demons. He's very cool. The CG is amazing. They really do the Ghost Rider burning skull thing very well, and his leather jacket's pretty cool too, and his car is beautiful. So yeah, I think that's going to be a lot of potential. Also, started watching Gotham this week. Also, really, I had apparently had forgotten about Gotham last season, because I started to watch this episode and I was like, oh, I don't remember that. And so I went back to my Hulu queue, and it said I had not watched the last 4 episodes of last season, so I binged them all and watched those 4, and then just watched the first episode and the second episode of this season, and it's really good. It's gotten a lot better, and I'll be interested to see where it goes, because I really like Baby Bats. That's what I call the kid who Bruce Wayne who's going to be Batman. I call him Baby Bats, because I've always have. Since the beginning of the show, I was like this has a real potential to be a Smallville type thing, where Batman literally grows up over the period of the show, and you see him grow and into the man that is Batman. So yeah, Gotham was pretty good. The other shows, The Flash and the Green Arrow and Supergirl, they haven't started yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing those when those come out. Oh, and Legends of Tomorrow, I have to catch up on Legends of Tomorrow. But then there was okay, another couple shows that these are short ones. If you haven't seen them yet, I do recommend them. Um, Last Man on Earth. It's only a half hour. It's on Fox, so I really figured it'd be canceled by now, and it's still going. They are killing it with the cameos. Oh my goodness, they drop the cameos they bring into this show for the Last Man on Earth is amazing. They really did a great job with it. Actually, the cast is really great too. I really I really recommend it. If you haven't watched Last Man on Earth, it is a hoot. Yeah, so yeah, watch that. And this other new one that I'm really I am pretty sure they're going to cancel it because I love it too much. Is Son of Zorn. It is so freaking hilarious. It's about a cartoon like He-Man type character who lives in the real world. And the acceptance of the fact that he's a cartoon in this and it's just the play is so good and the guy who one of the SNL guys he did the it was like Man of Leisure or something like that. Or some, I remember he used to have like a Hugh Hefner look about him. I can't think what the guy's name is though. He plays the psychiatrist or psychiatric professor or something like that. Fiance of of Zorn's ex-wife, and the relationship between the two of them is just it's a hoot. So yeah, if you have not watched Son of Zorn yet, you have to watch Son of Zorn because it is just it's funny. I actually might watch them again just because I definitely will own it on Blu-ray when it comes out on Blu-ray because it is just some of the stuff is just there's this whole thing he talks about how his boss is a guy and it's actually a woman. He's like he's a very odd guy, really. But he's in charge of me, so it's got to be a guy. But he really looks like a woman. It's so. They intersperse like things that you remember from that type of Thundar the Barbarian, He-Man, a little bit a little more Thundar actually I want to say because it's got this kind of a Herculoid kind of thing, but he comes from an island where there's they're always fighting and things like that. So all right, well. I've waxed poetic about my television watching and also that one movie, The Magnificent Seven, that I watched for a little while here on the Genre Report. There's a lot of good TV out there, so go check it out. If you like what you're seeing in the Genre Report, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Also, give me some ideas for topics you want to hear. You want me to talk about. I'm happy to accommodate that and kind of get the nerd juices flowing. I'm doing this whole diet thing on the other videos, and so it's kind of fun to let my love of and passion of TV and movies get a little outlet here. So open a dialogue. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you subscribing. John Boone for the Genre Report, signing off.